Alrighty, folks, here we are, P3D 4.2, and we are in the Freeware Orion P3, one of my favorite aircraft from FSX. Basically ported this aircraft over into Prepar3D version 2.5 a while back, and then brought it into version 4.2 today. Unfortunately, I can't give you a list of modifications I did on the aircraft. A lot of it was pretty basic, easy. I added some functionality in the cockpit. Not much, just a tad. Added some gauges, pop-up gauges, GPS, we-fly GPS, and a radar and radar setting interface. So now we're sitting here at Key West. Weather's kind of crappy. I also have another P3 Orion, which has been placed there with AI Tracker, and I don't believe it will take off with us. It's on its own flight plan, so I'm going to go ahead and start the startup procedure. This aircraft has basic functionality, just your typical dated port over aircraft, but it's freeware. I believe it might be from the KBS crew, but I'm not 100% on that right now. So go ahead and get the aircraft started, and we will get out of Dodge. Nice sound pack. I'm not sure if I modified that or not. Basically what I do is I tend to port aircraft over and I save everything I do onto other drives, multiple drives, so there's always a backup. Unfortunately, I can't remember every single aircraft I tweak or mess with or port over or whatever because there's just too many of them. All I know is I really enjoyed a P3. Great anti-submarine platform, I guess. So let's go ahead and jump in the cockpit and I'll show you a little bit of that. So here we are. We are inside the virtual cockpit. There's no 2D cockpit. Like I said, this aircraft is pretty much basic functionality. Right here you have your default GPS. Everything seems to be working. Also have the we-fly works GPS, which this is my favorite. I tend to put this in all my aircraft. It's on sim market. It's not super expensive, rather cheap, but it works really well. I also have a radar, and we have actually we have AI flying around us right now, and then we have these radar settings. So we'll go ahead and shut that down. We have, so I'm going to go outside the aircraft for a second so I can just show you a couple things. See if I can pair over. So you can see I added some different light textures or effects, which look pretty good on this aircraft. There's a number of skins that I added. I might have 7 different textures covering different periods of the service life of the aircraft. So this right here is the one that I remember from being overseas. They had some of these aircraft when I was stationed on Diego Garcia, and this was the paint scheme. I remember seeing some of them flying. So let's go ahead and we'll take a quick flight. So brakes off, and power it up. As you can see, it's a nice effect. If you look out over the port side window, you can actually see the engines and spinners on the engines, which is a nice touch. See the wings. Sound pack, I can't remember if I installed another sound pack in this aircraft, or I probably did. I wouldn't be surprised. I normally do anyways, but this is the P3. It's freeware, so you'll have to look for it. Just go to your favorite third party or freeware FSX add-ons. Sim Out House will probably have it, and you'll probably find it. And one notch of flaps. It's just a quick back, so get out of here before this Bravo comes down on top of us. Alrighty, so she's rolling pretty good. I'll give you an outside view. Sounds pretty good. Go ahead and rotate. Here's coming up. Come left. Speed's coming up. Almost 200 knots. Reset my altimeter. Throttles a bit. Need a little trim. The lights right now. So right there, looking off where the spinner is, that is Key West Airport, and then right there, you can barely see it, in the haze is the Key West Naval Air Station. Stable. It's overcast. Out a little bit. This is a nice aircraft. In the mood for a 4-engine. A lot of fun to fly, and again, it's freeware. So, standing out here a little bit, and then I'll turn in and see if we can put this on the deck. Like I said, the aircraft is dated, but it's fun to fly, and you can never have too many aircraft in your hangar as far as I'm concerned. So if you do, you just move some around, but this is a fun aircraft to have. You can see that prop spinner spinning right through that window right there. It's just really a nice touch. Let's go ahead and step outside the aircraft. So, not the best weather. That's pretty nice. About 220 knots right now. Touch and goes or what, but fly right over Naval Air Station, Key West, right there. Go right back to Key West Airport. Notch your flaps. Speed, I think. Bad. Leading some of that airspeed off. Drop too much altitude. Ready. Hard. Hard on the brakes. Speed. Brakes. 140. Still hard on the brakes. 120. Be close. 100. Hard on the brakes. Standing on them. 80. 70. 50. Come on. Come on. Oh, yeah. Wow, we got lucky on that. Woof. Go ahead. You hear that sound? That bang, 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 bang. Now, I guess that's part of the scenery. I'm not 100% sure, but it seems like it is. And I might have to track it down. I don't know. One of those kind of sounds that just aggravates the hell out of me that I shouldn't be hearing when I'm inside this aircraft. So, coming up from looking at the tower. Oh, it's coming down here. I don't know what it intends to do, but turn off. See if it pulls up. Guess he's not waiting for anyone. That P3 is still there, so they haven't taken off yet. Some more lights show off the light effect I put in the aircraft. Again, P3 Orion, Prepar3D version 4.2, and this is Key West. This is payware. Parking right there. Brakes on. Here we are, folks. There's the P3 Prepar3D version 4.2. If you liked it, take care.